The idea, Steve, we're talking to Steve Perry, our education contributor. What about the idea that we can come up with some easy, creative solutions where, for example, every politician who wants to get elected mayor in this country, all he ever does is put up signs saying, oh, he's going to protect you and he's going to have more cops on the streets, blah, 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 blah. God, it's tiring. But anyway, and we as suckers all go along with it and go, okay, great, I'll vote for that guy because he's going to put more cops on the street. And then more often than not, we find out that we live in a place where maybe there isn't that much crime and we've got more cops than we actually need, but there's nobody working with our kids. What about the idea of, like, making those police officers once a week? Not making, but even just asking them, look, Friday, we're going to let you work with the kids at the school and we're going to let you create a sports program. Or somehow finding funding in other areas. Why is that so hard to do?
Well, because there are so many people who are committed to the status quo. That's why. Because people seem to want to accept the fact that police make you safer. Police don't make you safer. Good schools make you safer. I'll take it one step further. If you were to say to people like me who struggle to pay the bills to get through college, I will pay for your college if you return to whatever community and provide service, then I'll pay for your college. Because where our children are right now, so many students, and we're not talking about poor, we're not talking about that. We're talking about middle-class children who are deciding to go to the military because that's the only place that's going to pay for them to go to college. So they have to go over to Fallujah, put their lives in danger in order to come back and be able to work a desk job when they return. This is not the way this country is set up, and it's one of the reasons why we are falling so far behind. On the PISA test, we are 27th out of 40 industrialized nations.
What does that mean? I have no idea what a PISA is.
PISA is an examination that says that they test our math and our science versus other industrialized nations, and we're getting stomped. We're getting stomped, and we don't seem to care about it. We seem to care more about the adults who are involved in the system and making sure that they get to keep their jobs as opposed to making it possible for the young people who are in it to get their careers
And by
started.
the way, this is not a cop-out for parents, because I get that as well. And look, there are too many parents out there who think that parenting has to do with getting home from work and just knowing your kids are somewhere in the house, most likely in the basement, sitting in front of a TV or a video game, and then they wonder why their kids are screwed up. I get that. But in defense of parents like mine, who work 2 jobs and can't be there to be with their kids, it would be nice if our government, instead of putting all the money in other places, spent some money to try and help us help our kids when we're not there by creating safe environments for them with professional adults, as opposed to the guy down the street who wants his son to be a famous quarterback and he has to be the one who coaches everybody.
We can print money, it seems almost as if we can print money to send children in harm's way, but we can't seem to find money to take care of our children when they want to go to school. Think of what we're saying to kids. Go to school every day. Avoid doing dumb things. Avoid drugs and alcohol and all those other things. And you do those things and we'll have something for you at the end of your stay in school. And then we don't. Not only do we not, we raise their tuition by 30%. When you raise someone's tuition by 30%, you've essentially said you're not going to college. It's not happening. There's no way you're going to be able to come up with 30% more dollars from one year to the next. We as a country have to begin to decide how important education is to us. Because at this point, we've made it very clear that it's not. We wouldn't be as bad at education if we cared as much about it as we said we did.
Boy, they should keep you and I away from each other, man. This is a little too passionate, I think. Some people might even be complaining. Steve, I really appreciate your passion, actually, and I'm glad that you were on.
Thank you so much, Rick.
All right.